Hey, Keeper crew. I went to a Star Wars convention in the north of France. You're curious what I got and what I brought back. Well, in this video, we're going to check it out. We're going to go through my haul at the Star Wars convention called Star Wars 3. The third edition of this one. Pretty fun haul. And now you're going to understand why they call me the Keeper. So here it is. This is the haul from the Star Wars convention, Star Wars 3. Not even gonna try to pronounce the name of the city it was in. It looks like Boulogne-sur-Mer. I'm gonna put the actual spelling of it right up here. There. So anyway, Star Wars 3 was an amazing event. Uh, the entrance the entrance to the event had a Citron du Chevaux with X-wing X-foil or S-foils on it, and they were in attack position. Yes. Uh, Here's pictures of me with the Du Chevaux. Thanks to my wife for taking them. But I'm obsessed with this car. I really am. It's such an obscure, weird-looking car. I dig it, and I kind of want to bring one back to the States next time. When I come back. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, the floor of Star Wars 3 was filled with vendors on one side, and displays on another side. There was the cosplayers. You had the 501st and a bunch of other Star Wars costuming groups there. It was just it was a very well organized event. But through the vendor area, this is kind of my haul. We had celebrity guests there as well. We had Mike Carter, who played Bib Fortuna in Return of the Jedi, and Paul Blake, who did Greedo in A New Hope. So as you can see, the two autographed 8x9 or 8x10s are here. I got those autographed, and the two mini busts. We're gonna go through this piece by piece. So yeah. Anyway, here's an overview of the haul that I got. So the elephant in the room. Here it is. This is why they call me the Keeper. I focus collect the Rancor Keeper from Star Wars. I cosplay as the Rancor Keeper. I have trading cards of myself as the Rancor Keeper from the 501st and the Rebel Legion. But the vintage Rancor Keeper from 1980 is what I army build. I have over 300 of these in my collection. So when I went to the Star Wars, to the vendor section, I was on the hunt for vintage Keeper figures. And I found 5 loose ones. They ranged from price between $3 to $10. The nicer one, this one right here, was 10. That one over there was like 3 because of all the fading and everything. And in between, it was about $4 after that for the rest. Yeah, this is gonna get added to the horde. I should probably do a video on my Rancor Keeper Focus collection. But for now, that's why they call me the Keeper, and that's why you're the Keeper crew. It's because of Paul Brook and his adaptation of the Rancor Keeper in Return of the Jedi and these minifigures right here. So the next thing I got autographed, the next thing I got at Star Wars was autographs from Paul Blake. He was Greedo in Episode 4, A New Hope. I have the Gentle Giant mini bust autographed, because that's another thing that I collect, is the Gentle Giant mini bust. You've probably seen all them in my opening videos, my opening intros, with my collection behind me on the wall. That's what those are. They're Gentle Giant mini busts. So my Greedo figure, I've always wanted autographed, and I finally got it done. It was autographed by Paul Blake, and it's a fantastic autograph. We're going to bring it up closer. Yeah, maybe not. As you can see, it was signed in paint pen in silver, and it looks just fantastic on that black base of the mini bust. So huge fan of that. Right behind it is the 8x10. When we were talking, he says he always signs his photos shoot first, because as we all know, it didn't end well for him, the character Greedo. So Paul Blake was a true gentleman, wonderful person, it was awesome to talk to him. He told me to make sure that I frame this picture and put it up on the wall, and we said, well, we damn sure will. So if he ever comes by, it's gonna be framed. Um, but yeah, super nice guy. Really happy to meet him. It was a pleasure to see him at Chitar Wars. Keeping with the theme, we have Mike Carter, who portrayed Bib Fortuna in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, one of Jabba the Hutt's henchmen. The mini bust is autographed, but unfortunately there wasn't a lot of room on the black base. There's so much detail around it. So, he signed on the bottom. It's kind of hard to pick out, but the gold ink is his autograph. I guess I could have had it autographed here on the belly plate, but I'm happy with that. It would have been difficult with the paint pen with his hand in front of it, and I'm happy with this. He had a good time seeing the mini bust, and I'm glad I got it signed. And then, of course, another 8x10. Day one Wago is the caption on that. Ryan, Day one Wago. So, that's Mike Carter, and the autographs that I received from him. Also a nice guy. Didn't talk as much as Paul Blake, but nonetheless, an awesome experience and another autograph in my collection. Now, what you also might not know about me is I'm also a connoisseur of beer. I love beer. Brasserie Chromatique in France partnered with the organizers of Chitar Wars 3 and created a special brew just for the event. They sold it at the event swag booth, and this is an Imperial Saison. I haven't tried it yet. I bought 2 bottles, but I love that they put the Chitar Wars 3 logo on the label. They even kind of gave them stats, which is kind of neat. The beer has stats, how full it is with the Force and whatnot. It's a really cool detail that I've never seen at any other event. No Star Wars events, no Comic Cons. I haven't seen a specific beer brewed just for that event. And the fact that they got a brewery to collaborate with them for this is just top notch. So I'm glad I got to pick these up. I can't wait to drink them. That's going to be a little bit later. So with that, that's my haul. That was what I took away from Chitar Wars 3. I loved it. I had a fantastic time at the event. Yeah, it was very well organized. The food trucks outside were awesome. The vendor stand inside was awesome with the beer and the crepes. That was fantastic. And it was good to see friends. Saw some of my friends there, that's always priceless when you can reunite with people that share the common interests and love of Star Wars and collecting, or even just sharing the same kind of personality. In our case, it's the obsession for Star Wars at this con, and it was awesome. But thanks for coming by, Keeper Crew. Thanks for taking a look at the haul with me. Coming up in the next video is going to be really super special, and we're going to get to that at a later date. But be on the lookout for some authentication unboxing. It's going to be a blast. Until then, have a good one, Keeper Crew. We'll see you in the next one.